big, the city has a lot of stories, the city is interesting, but if you ask foreigners about Jakarta, the first thing that they would, that would come to their mind is the traffic or business, or that it's really, megapolitan city, big city, a lot of people, and people don't really want to come to Jakarta. So that's why I started, probably we should have this walking tour. And then yeah, I did the brainstorming with my friend who had a tourism background, and then he said, okay, you can start. Hi, my name is Frid Mardhiyanto, and I take people walk around Jakarta. So this is actually one of my favorite monuments di Jakarta, karena it's one of the most misunderstood monuments here. Jadi banyak orang yang bilang kalau ini adalah Tugu Tani, bahkan haltenya sendiri juga tulisannya adalah Tugu Tani gitu kan. Itu satu. Dari nama banyak yang agak sedikit salah sebenarnya. Terus yang kedua ada yang bilang monumen ini monumen komunis, gara-gara petani terus kemudian dikasih senjata gitu ya. So ya, pertama namanya sebenarnya bukan Tugu Tani. Actually the official name adalah Monumen Pahlawan atau Tugu Pahlawan. Terus yang kedua, it has nothing to do with communism whatsoever. Every Saturday and Sunday we start at 8 a.m. and then we meet at this certain point. The first week, nobody showed up. The second week, nobody showed up. Saturday and Sunday, so sorry. And then the third week, finally, there were 6 locals and 2 British guys. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was like, so you're here for the walking tour? I was like, yeah, we're here for the walking tour. It starts here? I was like, yeah, it starts here. That was like 6 locals, and then after that, there were 2 other British guys coming, and I'm like, is this where we start the walking tour? And I was like even more stunned and surprised, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? 8 of you started the walking tour.
And Cousin Amanda's making a rhubarb.
So, interesting stories doesn't always have to be historical, but it can also be cultural, and then it can also have personal values, because in this very chaotic city, the most charming thing about the city is actually the people. Apparently, you can still find people smiling at you when you walk. You can still feel, the warmth of the people when you visit a place, when you see a place, when you take their pictures. They don't mind being taking pictures with you, or you take their pictures. Despite all the chaos and the stress of Jakarta, the people are actually not that, how do you call it, are not that gak segitu ignorant and stressful. Now this building, if you look close, this is actually a hotel. It started as a hotel, was built in the early 20th century. The name of the hotel was Hotel Schomper because the owner of the hotel was L.C. Schomper. And then eventually the building became a, how do you call it, like propaganda department for the Japanese. But the youngsters, the Indonesian youngsters, actually used the building for a education for politics. It's like an underground movement. And here you can see all the people who stayed in this dormitory. The dormitory was called Menteng 31 Dormitory or Asrama 31 because it's actually located on Menteng Raya number 31. And these are the people who stayed there at that time. They were important figures when the Declaration of Independence was about to declared. And then you can also see Sukarno and Hatta because they were like the mentors of the political education. This theme complex is the art center of Jakarta, but back in the 19th century, believe it or not, the area was once a land owned by Raden Saleh. And Raden Saleh was an Indonesian famous painter. Yes, the land was really huge, and because he loved animals so much that he kept a lot of animals here, and then eventually it became the first Indonesian zoo until 1963, 1964, when the governor of Jakarta, Ali Sadikin, decided to move the animals to Ragunan. And he also was the one who had the idea to have a place for artists. So one complex where artists can gather and can express their feelings, their emotions, or whatever artworks that they were making at that time. So that's why in this theme complex you could watch movies, commercial and independent films, and then you could also watch performing arts. So yeah, it's a really nice complex. I really like it. Start the free walking tour that everybody can join, and they don't have to worry about how much money they have to pay at the end of the tour, or the complicated system that they have to call the travel agent or pay upfront. So I was like, I haven't found the passion in exploring other places. I mean, because I still believe Jakarta still has a lot to explore. So probably in the next year we'll still explore more around Jakarta. Jakarta will still have its own charm. How different people can be, but yeah, this is very cliche, but how different people can be and we still manage to live in the same city. Whatever it is that we see today in our daily life, that's Jakarta.